Welcome, ladies and gents, to another episode of my Ironman progress series. And as you can see, 45 wood cutting. As soon as I started the recipe for disaster last episode, I went straight for teaks to get some teak logs from my birdhouse runs, because the difference between oak birdhouses and the teak birdhouses is significant. So far I got 4,400 already, just from my birdhouse runs, as I was doing some editing and playing other games, and just try to focus as much as I can to do one birdhouse run per hour. And in the last episode I was talking something about the big supply packages that I smell in the air, and I was referring to Wintertodt. And basically, because of the update that was made in autumn 2024, so last year, there was an update where it no longer punishes you if you have too much health, because back then you were taking damage based on your health, like 10% of your damage per tick. And that's no longer an issue, because the damage was replaced by the warmth mechanic. And the thing about Wintertodt is it grants bigger and better rewards depending on your skills, like crafting, smithing, farming, herblore, and I believe cooking as well. And the higher skill in those skills means a higher quality rewards. And I got a few quests I want to do before I start my Wintertodt grind, just to be able to get better rewards right off the bat, because grinding 99 firemaking on a fresh Ironman used to be the meta, so you would have a big amount of supplies to start with. So for that I want to do some quests, and the first quest I want to do is Garden of Death. Requires 20 farming, which I have currently. As you can see, my farming is 22, so that should give me 10k XP actually. So getting that should get me to 30 farming, maybe even higher. And there is also no combat involved in the Garden of Death quest itself, so that should be a breeze. So there we go, let's begin the Garden of Death. Also guys, don't forget your anti-poisons, because the lizard men on the surface, they don't play nice. And the whole Garden of Death quest resolves about going around the holes in Kebos, which is the western part of Zea, and translating this weird stone tablet, and you get a few hints about you need to guess the correct translation for the words. Luckily I have my handy quest helper to help me with that. But I must say, when I was not doing this quest with the quest helper back in the day for the first time, it felt kinda nice. It was a fun experience. And there it is, Garden of Death finished, 10k farming XP. Hell yeah. So 31 farming. Nice. That is very good. Next quest I want to do is Enlightened Journey. And I know I need 12 willow branches for this quest. So I thought I would prepare myself for the future of this quest by planting the willow trees right away, so that way those willow trees can grow while I'm actually doing the quest, because I also need 20 farmmaking for the Enlightened Journey, and I also want to do other quests, so it's a good idea to plant those willow trees in advance. And one willow tree is going to be planted in Falador, and the second one probably in Varrock. So first willow tree planted. And let's take care of the second one. And second tree planted as well. So I got 4 hours to do anything before these willow trees grow up. So let's do some farm making, because I need 20 farm making to be able to start the Enlightened Journey. And maybe do some fishing quests. 20 farm making, so I can now do the Enlightened Journey. But still a long time before I can actually start the Enlightened Journey, because my willow trees haven't grown. And I still need 50 farm making to be able to enter the Wintertodt anyways. So yeah, let's push out my farm making a little bit more. Few hours and one lunch later, 50 farm making. There we go. Now I can enter the Wintertot's prison. So finally, let's do the enlightened journey. So let's check the willow tree's health. The ready to farming can grow rennar wheat. Why can't I use these signatures? Oh no! I need to wait for the. I need to wait for the branches to grow. Should have checked the tree earlier. So it's gonna be like 1 hour before the tree grows 6 branches. I need 12, so 2 times 6 is actually 12. So let's check the second willow tree. 33 farming. I mean, training farming through trees is actually pretty sick. Big XP drops. I've just checked the wiki and it's 30 minutes before all 6 branches grow on the willow tree. There they are. 12 willow branches. I have now every item I need to progress this quest further. So let's do it. The monk Auguste has a very weird chat hat. And during the enlightened journey we have to help monk Auguste to build a balloon because he wants to leave Entrona and travel to somewhere else, but he's seasick, so he doesn't want to take a boat. Yeah, and of course these conspiracy science denying fools have to ruin the fun. So let's craft the basket. And there it is. Auguste's balloon. So there we go. Got 10.5k total XP from this. Some to farm making, some to farming, some to crafting, and some to woodcutting. And balloon transport access as well. Have you guys ever used the balloon transport system? Because I'm pretty sure I never did, unless it was needed for a quest. Anyways, got 34 farming, so now I can do the tide farm minigame. Which is, as far as I know, the only way how you can actively train farming. Also gives us some nice rewards. And that's a way how I can boost my farming up to level 45. Which unlocks the low tier of the farming guild for some farming contracts, and that's literally the way how I'll be printing some farming seeds. And here is how you do the tide farm minigame. Bring 8 watering cans, seed dibber, spade, search the seed table, grab the highest farming seeds you can get. For me it's Kilovanova because it requires 34. I'm always taking 10,000 even though I don't have to. Too many, but who cares? I try to open the door, say I'm an expert, because I've done this many times before. Fill the watering cans with water at this water barrel right here, and then place the seed at tile 1 and water it right away. Plant the seed at tile marked as 2 and water it. Place it at tile 3 and water it. And just continue planting the seeds as you see on the label tile markers. And once you plant the seed on the spot marked as 20 and water it, just keep running and keep re-watering the already placed seeds. And once they are fully grown, they will no longer have the clock symbol on them, so just harvest them all. So I got 20 harvested Golovanova fruit, so then deposit them in the sack. And I got 1200 farming XP and some points. Now I have to just fill the watering cans again from this water barrel. And with having the watering cans full, just repeat the whole process of planting the seeds and watering them. So deposit all the sacks, all the fruits in the sack. And I got bonus XP and bonus points for depositing the 100th fruit. So 38 farming. By the way, this Glycol's fertilizer in my bottom right corner in my inventory just doubles the growth speed of the fruits. And there are like a lot of ways how to actually play the tide farm. But I feel like this way hits the sweet spot between efficient run and a chill run. And I can also spend the tide points for some items and nice rewards. So like farming extra XP outfit, super compost, grape seed, seed pack, and the herb sack. for which you actually need 54 herbivore to be able to buy it. By the way, I'll put my tile markers in the description, so you can just Ctrl C and then just hit import. Yes, boom, done. By the way, one more thing, when you're planting those seeds into the tide farm, you can plant it and water it by clicking on it. But you must remember, you must not spam click it. I just planted a seed, and if I spam click to water it, my character just does nothing. So there's like a small delay. So the better thing is just to plant the seed and water it by clicking on the watering can in your inventory. So now, without further ado, let's continue with the Sea Slug quest, because that'll give me some fishing XP, which means a higher level fish from the Wintertodt, which means more healing from the actual food, which will be very beneficial when I'm grinding Slayer in the future, for example. So there we go, Sea Slug finished, 7k fishing XP, damn nice. So there we go, 25 fishing. Now I can fish for pikes and also for trouts, which as far as I can remember, they heal for a 7. But that's enough quests for levels, it's time to do some Wintertodt. So as I said before, you need 4 worm items, and axe, tinderbox and hammer. The worm items are not that mandatory, but it's recommended, because there's like a crazy formula where you calculate how much damage you get. And also, if you like forgot one of these things, there are also a few crates with the supplies. But because I want to chop faster the wood you actually need, I brought my rune axe. Now I'm gonna teach you how to do Wintertodt solo. So I picked 3 concoctions from the crate, then picked some bruma herbs and combined the bruma herbs with the concoctions to make a rejuvenation potion. We'll be using these rejuvenation potions to replenish our warmth, which is on the top left corner, and start lighting up the braziers. More braziers lit at the same time equals Wintertodt losing energy faster. So now I have to just run in the circles around the braziers, keep them lit until Wintertodt reaches 15% energy. Because after that, Wintertodt attacks way less, therefore much less interruption when I'm power grinding the points for rewards. Alright, Wintertodt is roughly on 15% energy, so it's time to chop some wood and continue with chopping the wood. After that, I'll just dump some wood into the brazier to get more points. Yeah, I forgot to take the knife to make the bruma roots into bruma kindlings, which will grant me even more points. And once I got full inventory of bruma kindlings, I'll just dump them into the brazier and watch the points flow. Yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. Let the points flow. And now it's rinse and repeat, chop wood, fletch them into kindlings, and dump them into the brazier, while also keeping the pyromancers alive through the rejuvenation potions. And done. 33 rewards from the chest. Damn nice. So let's check the rewards. Well, this is looking nice for my first Wintertodt run. I got the bruma torch, which I can wield in my offhand, and it serves as a tinderbox in the Wintertodt game, so I have one more extra space. I just got 20 herblore because I was making these rejuvenation potions, and I just want to check like how many points can I get in 1 hour. Well, this is it, 1 hour later, and 21.5k points. Hell yeah. The only strategy that I used, if you want to call it like that, is just to heal the pyromancer every time he takes damage, because as far as I know, it's the like thing that gives most points per action. So yeah, let's finish this run and get my rewards. So that's it, I have 46 rewards from this. So these are my rewards from Wintertodt, and I must say I'm pretty happy so far. And I also have from this so far 33 construction and 24 fletching and 62 farm making. Well folks, that's everything for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you next time. Peace.